Hello, lovelies. This is 5 Minute Manifesting, and I'm your host, Lovey Brown. Thank you so much for listening. I am so thrilled that you're here. So today, I want to ask you a question about how long you think it will be before your manifestation will come into your 3D reality. And I want to tell you that it does not have to be a long time, but I want you to double check, are you telling yourself it will be a long time? And so let's just talk through this for a minute. So manifestation happens or can happen instantly. And I also believe that sometimes the timing, as Abraham Hicks says, the cooperative components or just the little different aspects of it, sometimes the timing is delayed for very good reason. And that very good reason is for your highest good. And so, that's just how the timing works out. I've seen that in manifestations that I've had where the timing worked out perfectly, even though it wasn't the timing that I exactly thought that I wanted at the time. But there are also times where I think we are delaying the manifestation with our story, with our narrative, with what we're focused on, with what our assumptions are. So let's continue to talk through this. So if you are telling yourself, if you have a story in your head about, my specific person, they need to do X, Y, and Z. They need to, break up with the third party, and then they need time to get over that, and then they need to call me. And, if you have some story in your head about all of the events that need to happen between whatever you're experiencing in this current moment and you getting your manifestation, then that could be where your focus is. Your focus is there on the steps in between instead of on your manifestation, on having your manifestation and being the person that's in your, relationship with your specific person. And so you really need to double check. A lot of my episodes recently have been about just double checking. Where is your focus? What are you telling yourself? Where are you just living in your imagination? And if you have something going on with timing and delay timing, then you just want to look at what you're telling yourself around that. And I also want to really emphasize this, don't beat yourself up because you've been doing this. Never do that. No matter what sort of thing it is, when you have a realization oh yeah, I have been focused on how long this is taking, and you choose to move your attention, your focus somewhere else, don't spend any of your precious energy beating yourself up or being upset with yourself. And just move on to the next now moment, because the now moment is all that we have ever. Whether you're a manifester or not, whether you're into manifesting or not, really the only moment is now. Even those of us who like to live in the future, even those of us who like to live in the past, there are, truly all of us only have the present moment. So, and from this present moment, that is where all of your power is. And so your focus in this moment, you can choose to change it now, and your manifestation can come in an instant. But you really want to just, that's what this podcast has been about today. You want to check what story you're telling yourself about that. Are you telling yourself you can have it now, instantly? And if that's hard for you to believe, are you telling yourself you can have it quickly? Now, there is a thing that happens to all of us manifestors, or I say all of us, there's probably some percentage of the population it doesn't happen to, where you can't allow yourself to focus on having it instantly because of the amount of disappointment you've experienced thus far. And that disappointment holds you back from really going for manifestations that you truly want, or for even hoping that the manifestations that you have acknowledged that you truly want are something that can happen now. So I want to encourage you that this work is done internally, it's done inside of your imagination, and it's done privately. And I know that those feelings of disappointment can feel really bad, right? Like, I mean, I don't know another word to say. Just not good. They don't feel good. However, I don't want you to let those feelings of disappointment hold you back from acknowledging to yourself that you want your manifestation and you want it instantly, and that feeling, it doesn't feel good when you don't get it instantly. And that's okay. We can work through that. But don't let that feeling hold you back, because that feeling is happening privately, and it's something that you can kind of hold loosely. So I want to encourage you to hold that, like, go for the gusto, go for getting your manifestation instantly, and then also be okay with whatever happens. It's kind of that paradox of manifesting. Like, you can really, really want it, and then as soon as you don't want it anymore, you get it. And that's the paradox of manifesting. And so, sort of with timing, it can be that too. So, let's just recap really fast. Figure out what you're focused on in terms of timing. Especially if you have a story about it's been so long, it's going to take so long. If you have that story going, stop telling yourself that story. Stop focusing on that. Live in the now moment where it can happen instantly. But also hold that loosely in your hand. Hold it loosely and be okay. Whether I get it today or I get it, a year from now. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. Thank you so much for listening. May you manifest exactly what you want.